The DC cinematic universe that kicked off with 2013's Man of Steel seemed to always trip over itself when attempting to usurp the box office juggernaut that is Marvel Studios. With a clear reboot on the way from writer-director James Gunn, let's list 5 villains who might be the overarching big bad for the new DC universe that is to come. Let's dive straight in on Gaber's 2 cents. Number 5. Darkseid. After being revealed to be pulling the strings in Zack Snyder's Justice League, the chances of Darkseid stepping back into the spotlight are slim, for the time being at least. Which is a shame considering just how powerful and imposing the leader of Apocalypse is. Actor Ray Porter voiced the character in the titular 2021 film, and with his limited screen time embodied the dread and pain that was surely to come for the Super 7. Porter's gruff no-nonsense approach to the character worked well. Since he is a world-ending threat for our heroes, with his Omega beams and constant search for the anti-life equation, it's only a matter of time before the villain makes his way back to the big screen. Whether Porter reprises the role, however, is a completely different story. Number 4. The Crime Syndicate. What's interesting about Earth 3's Crime Syndicate is that they contrast from the Justice League so well. While not exact opposites per se, each member stands out enough from their hero counterparts, meaning confusion from general audience members should not be an issue. The 3 main leaders on the team, Ultraman, Owlman, and Superwoman, have nefarious and greedy characteristics that pertain to their own ambitions, rather than to the world as a whole. With these traits bring a plethora of opportunities that could physically hamper the League or even damage individual relationships along the way. They play for their own team, with some members even willing to betray their own if given the chance. These villains would put up quite the fight against the Justice League, so their possible inclusion would be no surprise. Number 3. Vandal Savage. Vandal Savage is one of the more intriguing villains on our list. Savage's power came from being bathed in a radioactive meteor's energy, giving him superior intellect and immortality. Savage has been kicking around in the DC universe for over 50,000 years, so to see a simple-minded caveman elevate himself to the status of a god would be an interesting concept to see on screen. With James Gunn already confirming his universe will be populated with several heroes, it would be interesting to see how Savage has managed to stay in the shadows for so long, and possibly what heroes he has already ran into from the past. While not the most physically powerful villain by any means, Savage is a master manipulator, so it would be fascinating to see what villains he can rope into his master's scheme. The potential scenarios that Savage could involve the League in are numerous, meaning his inclusion could only help to elevate the world-building aspects that Gunn sets out to demonstrate. Number 2. Amazo. With a power set that includes replication of any and all abilities, one would assume that this villain would be able to take on all members of the League simultaneously. You'd assume correctly. To say Amazo packs a punch is an understatement. He has been giving the Justice League problems ever since his creation in 1960, and would be the perfect big bad to give the League a run for their money. Not to mention the underlying themes of finding oneself in a mind and body that was created in a laboratory. Amazo is an adapting android that does not understand the purpose of his own existence. With this undeniable abundance of philosophical themes revolving around the character, the potential of crafting an antagonist that is both menacing and understanding is promising. One can only imagine the different stances each League member would take when threatened with such a foe, leading to even more character growth and conflict. With Amazo's motivations blurring the lines between outright villainy and righteousness, he just might be the perfect fit for this new cinematic universe. Number 1. Psycho Pirate. First appearing in the year 1965, he didn't really come into his full potential until the earth-shattering event, Crisis on Infinite Earths, in 1985. Pirate has the ability to alter or destroy the emotions of one's psyche. This in turn could lead to some interesting encounters for the League. Examples include making Batman feel the same fear he felt as a boy, or making Superman deluded as to why he fights for truth, justice, and the American way. All of this could occur whilst Pirate is battling his own mental psyche as well, since the more he uses his abilities, the more his mind begins to crumble. Obscure or not, pirate has the potential to be a thrilling and imposing threat that could affect everyone in the DC universe. Could this mix of mental turmoil and emotional baggage make a smooth transition into the new DC cinematic universe? We at Gaber's 2 Cents think so, making him our #1 choice for the big bad in James Gunn's new venture into the world of DC Comics. Thanks for tuning in to Gaber's 2 Cents. If you enjoyed our take on the next DC Cinematic Universe villains, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more engaging content. We love hearing your thoughts, so drop your comments below and let's keep the conversation going. Stay tuned, because we'll be back next week with a brand new video that you won't want to miss. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when it's out. Until then, take care and we'll see you all next time on Gaber's 2 Cents.